Hello everybody. I just wanted to do this is probably my last video of this playlist and series of the Weeknd Fandom. So I kind of wanted to do a wrap up of what I've covered so far and my own final thoughts on the Weeknd Fandom in general. So to begin, again, the main purpose of this collection of videos was to explore the Starboy fandom specifically, the Starboy album specifically. And then as I kind of articulated more about this, I got into some of the earlier music of the trilogy, House of Balloons, and I explored the lyrical meanings of some of the songs in his newest album and also the lyrical meanings of his older productions. I also went into detail about Abel Tesfaye's, how he grew up, his relationship with different producers, his home life, and how that kind of inspired a lot of his music. And that also kind of drew into this massive fan theory deriving from a series of his albums connecting the stories of each one of them to this idea of reinventing himself from his original mixtapes, essentially, where he kills himself multiple times, he cuts his hair, he is a reinvented form of the Weeknd from what he originally was when he started. I think this is a very important aspect of his entire persona. He's a very unique voice, both figuratively and literally. Yes, his literal voice is unique, but his persona as a public figure, as a upcoming artist at this point, now he's a very famous one, making top lists all across the charts in multiple different charts, multiple different countries. But the point is, he has a very specific persona. He is very he's very unique with what he does as an artist, and that's really drives, I think, a lot of his fan base. Is he's unexpected. He does things he keeps secrets, essentially, is one way to put it, where he doesn't give the fans everything they want right away, but he kind of draws them in with this great album, but the next thing you know, he's releasing some crazy new song that wasn't expected, or that continues down this fan theory about where he will go next. And I think the unexpected aspect of his persona is really attractive to a lot of fans of all genres. Yes, he's an R&B artist, but a lot of people I talk to who don't really listen to R&B, they know the Weeknd, they know the sound of the Weeknd. He's a very attractive character, and people pick up on his things a lot. This is going to be a very quick video, and that was kind of the point of this wrap up, was just to go over some final thoughts I have about his music and his artistry altogether. I do think the Weeknd is a fantastic artist. He's one of my favorites. Definitely top 3 for me. I think his music is very attractive. It's very unique. And it does apply to a lot of popular things that a lot of other artists attract to, whether that's drugs, sex, women, beautiful cars. All of these things are topic points for a lot of current producers and in the music industry. And I think it's very important that he does an exceptional job. He does an exceptional job at holding on to his fan base, but at the same time, when he's talking to these different points, he articulates it in a way in which it's very appealing. It's just a different form of using those main points: sex, drugs, women, cars. But it's his lifestyle now, and I think this is a common story of upcoming artists. They have a horrible growing up life, like Eminem. Wasn't very wealthy, had a rough start, but worked his way from the bottom. The Weeknd literally dropped out of high school, didn't go left for a weekend. That became the title of who he is. He started out uploading videos to YouTube from a mixtape, and now he's parring with Drake. That's in like a three to 4 year period from 2008 to, I guess it's 5 years. 2011 to now. That's pretty phenomenal. That's something that doesn't really happen very often. Not to mention his music videos are next level. Like False Alarm is the biggest one. That's done with the drone first person POV view and point of view, and it's a phenomenal film. It's a phenomenal production on the essence as it puts you in the Weeknd's body, and that creates a whole new aspect for fans and viewers to kind of articulate. you are the Weeknd in some senses, and that really appeals to a lot of people, specifically me. Again, his music is very attractive in a lot of ways, even though it's about pretty horrible things, whether that's addiction to drugs or sex, or the power of a woman's lust or power of a man's lust. It goes to show that a lot of these, conventional forces are much bigger than a lot of people really understand. So essentially, overall, I do feel that The Weeknd will continue to grow in popularity, and I think that his music will continually get better. I think he'll have more fans by the end of this year, if not sooner than that. He is a very unique artist, and I really did enjoy doing this project. It kind of helped me to understand more about who he was as a character, and what he stood for personally. So I do appreciate having the opportunity to do this, and I hope you guys have enjoyed my videos kind of covering everything he's about. Thank you.